Skewed data. Almost everyone has it in their production data set, and yet almost no one I know actually tests for it. Here I've modeled some data with ShadowTraffic that generates users and clicks, and every click has a user. By default, ShadowTraffic will give you completely uniform data. So I generated 10,000 different clicks, and I have just about 1,000 different clicks per user for my 10 different users. What if I want to actually have skewed data? What would it take to do that? All I would do is to drop in to my lookup function a little histogram to say 20% of my users are going to do 80% of the clicks, and 80% of the users will do the other 20% of the clicks. When I run that and I start to refresh my data, it's going to drip out over time, and I'm going to see this bar chart start to adjust with the different clicks. And you'll see it biased towards my 2 users that are going to drive the 20% population that are doing 80% of the clicks. That looks really good. And this works well even if I scale it up too. I've capped the number of users to 100, but if I set it to something much larger like 200 and I restart ShadowTraffic off to the side of my screen, I'll see this bias start to play out as well across the entire data set. So as I add more users, ShadowTraffic actually dynamically adjusts to make sure that as the user pool gets bigger, a stable 20% of the population will continue to drive 80% of the clicks. And all of that happens behind this simple little function called lookup and its sibling histogram.